Today I want to talk about ephemeral messaging. That's the text messages that disappear after you send them, either by you deleting them or you setting them to expire, or in some way they disappear. And a lot of people post, it's kind of a trending topic, they post about how these messages are a real critical thing to e-discovery and how missing them out is such a big deal. So what I want to do is just state my opinion on them. Is it a big deal? Not a big deal? Should all your communications be recorded and analyzed in case of something? Or is it okay to have some messages that disappear? Now, I have a completely different opinion in this matter. It depends on where the communications you're dealing with are business communications or personal. So in business communications, your employer gives you some kind of computer, right? You have a desktop, laptop, you have access to the network, you use company's email server, company's text messaging, and so on. So whenever you have that, company has a right to control what's happening on its network and on its devices. So they should be able to monitor text messages, monitor email, preserve them for future use. After all, they're your employer, they pay you for the time you take to write those emails and messages. You're on company's time, so they own that data that you create and you generate. Now, when you're dealing with personal messages, my opinion is completely different. That data is my own. I can do whatever I want with it. I can encrypt it to the highest level encryption possible. I can delete those messages whenever I feel like it. I can download whatever app I want, Telegram, WhatsApp, doesn't matter. It's my data. I send those text messages. I can do whatever I want with them. If I want them deleted after 24 hours, it's my business. There are acorns falling off this tree. I don't know, there's some squirrel knocking them down or something, but it distracts me a lot while I'm trying to talk. Now, I know people want as much information as possible for litigation. More data you have, more decisions you can make, more things you know. But think of it back when a lot of communications were verbal or just phone calls. Those things weren't recorded. If somebody said something to another person in person, there is no recording of that. No one knows what was said. Same thing if the phone call was made. You don't know what was said. Now, there was a record that a phone call was placed, but you don't know the content of a phone call. And now we just got so used to with trying to retain all the information that whenever we don't have it, whenever certain messages get deleted, we freak out. But you know what? There's so much information we don't have as it is. And if those text messages are part of that, that's what it is. And the only exception I can think of to this is if you have reasonable anticipation of litigation, right? If there is some kind of conflict, somebody is either made a claim that they're going to sue you, or there is a case going on right now, perhaps then you shouldn't be deleting stuff, or perhaps you should just clean up your communications in the first place and, you know, stop doing any illegal stuff that you were doing before anyway. So anyway, that's just my opinion. Messages that delete themselves, they're just regular communication, you know. I say something to a person, it disappears after I said it, right? It's only between us. So why couldn't a written communication be the same way? I don't think there's anything wrong with that. So anyway, let me know what you think. Am I right, wrong? Whichever. I will talk to you later.